Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA Online guide, where today I'm doing another highly suggested video from the comments, and that is which weapon from each category is the best. So without further ado, let's get to the guide. Just to clarify, these are the best weapons that one should use if you're actually going to use them as a weapon. There's things like the flare gun which one can use which aren't specifically for combat, but are more for utilities than anything else. So to begin, let's start off by talking about all the pistols. I'm going to cut to the chase by immediately telling you not to buy any of these pieces of trash. They get in the way of your inventory if you can't afford a weapon safe to hide them, and they're completely obsolete compared to some of the better pistols in the class. I'm pretty sure everyone will agree with me here, but the three main pistols that one will most likely use will be the AP pistol, the heavy revolver, and the marksman pistol. You could use the sheer power of the marksman pistol to get one-shot kill capability with slow rate of fire, or use the heavy revolver with slightly less damage but a higher rate of fire, or take advantage of the overall high DPS of the AP pistol to take out targets quickly and effectively. If you want more information about pistols, click this annotation here. Moving clockwise in the weapon wheel one notch and we end up with the shared slot with SMGs and machine guns, so let's begin with the SMGs. In terms of SMGs, I would say pretty much everything is equal in terms of usability, except for a select few, at least when fighting on foot. When driving in a car, some of the weapons I wouldn't recommend when on foot, like the micro SMG and the mini SMG, are ones that can be used in drive-bys when in a car. That's the only time I'd recommend using these weapons, since you can't use any of the good weapons whilst driving around in a car. I'll have a video more into SMGs here, so make sure to click that to get some more in-depth info on SMGs in the game. Now the machine guns. There's two in the game as of this video, the standard machine gun and the combat machine gun. To cut to the chase, I have to recommend the combat machine gun over the standard machine gun, because the combat machine gun carries twice as much ammo as the standard version, and also has slightly higher damage and better accuracy. The combat machine gun is better, but it's unlocked at level 80, so it's pretty much the replacement for the standard, which is unlocked much sooner. Once again, if you want more information on both the machine guns, here's yet another annotation for you to check out. Now onto the assault rifles. Most of the assault rifles are pretty solid weapons. They're all capable of being really effective weapons with very little difference between all of them. The only exception to this being the standard assault rifle, since it's supposed to be the first assault rifle that players obtain in the game. It's got low accuracy, low damage, and a really poor rate of fire. Overall, for assault rifles, just avoid using the standard assault rifle. I suppose you already know what's coming next. Surprise! Another annotation. Now, moving on to sniper rifles. There's three in the game, the standard, heavy, and the marksman rifle. All three rifles have their ups and downs. The heavy deals the most damage, the standard can be silenced whilst also dealing high damage at long range, and the marksman rifle is a great overall long range combat weapon. Surprise! Annotation again. For this video I'm going to skip out the melee weapons since I'm not really in a position to test them out at this moment, but would you believe that I've already made a video about melee weapons? Gee whiz, I have got you covered today, haven't I? Shotguns, basically avoid using the pump actions. Enough said, moving on, here's the annotation. Heavy weapons, now we're on to the interesting stuff. We got the minigun unlocked at rank 120, here's an annotation by the way. With long range, high accuracy, and high damage, you won't really get a much better helicopter fighting machine than this. That is, unless you're under rank 120, in which case you can use everything else, like the homing launcher. It takes a bit of getting used to make it work right, but once you do, you'll be fighting hydras in no time. You also have the standard RPG, which has a slightly faster reload time, but it lacks the ability to lock onto vehicles, which is a good and a bad thing at the same time. Here's another annotation for more info. The grenade launchers. The compact grenade launcher is pretty darn useless unless you're on a motorbike, and even then, good luck hitting your target without extensive practice using it while at high speed. Overall, there's no quote-unquote best heavy weapon, rather you use them according to the current situation that has arisen. Here's another annotation if you're not up to snuff. And finally the throwables. Once again, everything in this category has its own time to shine when the need arises. There's not really any weapon that you shouldn't be without, except maybe the Molotov. And the proxy mines. The Molotovs don't deal much damage, and the proxy mines are just downright completely useless. Here's a bunch of annotations for all the throwable weapons I've covered so far, and more. And I hope you enjoyed the annotations, the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the Pyrerealm Gaming channel for loads more GTA Online guides coming to you very soon. See you around.